Hello everyone! Today this is what we're doing. I'm using my smallish journal again. I think it's 5-ish by 7-ish. And this piece of paper that I have, you squirt some paint on it, smush it together and voila! That beautiful texture. So I'm gonna fold it and cut it up. Today my inspiration is actually from someone on Instagram called Little Bit of Design. She has a challenge going on for herself that she made for herself, and I found it was so interesting and so awesome, and I asked her if I could do it too, and she said yes. So this is it. So the first prompt, so she has prompts for each day of November. I know I'm very late, but life has been very hectic for me. The first prompt is square. So you have to take the word and create something based on that word. So this is what I'm doing. I'm creating squares, folding my pages so I could make a shape, which is a square, obviously. And I'm going to create a design on my page. So I'm opening up my squares. I folded the paper so it could form a square, and I cut it to its size. So this is Tempera paint. It's not acrylic, and I'm using black. I decided to go black. So I'm gonna paint my page black. And I'm protecting my other pages by putting that paper underneath each page. So I'm painting it black. I honestly don't know why I did the 2 pages, because I really only planned on working on 1 page. Afterwards I was like, why did I do that? But yeah, I painted my 2 pages black. When I was trying it, I was thinking, that's interesting. Okay. So I'm painting my pages. It looks so yummy. Oh, this paint is by Faber Castell. They're Tempera paint. It's not acrylic, as I said, but it's also not watercolor. I guess it's a mix of in between the 2 of them, but I love it. I really love their Tempera paint. I've tried others and it's really ew. So right now I'm cleaning up my brush on a piece of card, which I intend to use later on to make something else, another project. Don't know what yet, but I don't like to waste. So I'm bringing back in my book, gonna dry it up and get it all nice and ready for my pieces of squares. Honestly, I don't know what else I'm gonna do with it at this point. I just knew I wanted to use my printed paper. I created my own paper. So here I am trying to find a design using my squares that I cut out. So I made some small, I honestly think those are rectangles though. I forgot to turn those into squares. But let's pretend that they are. So I'm trying to use my pieces. I'm trying to straighten out my folds where I fold. Ooh, I love how that looks. Yes. So this is what I chose, and I'm going with this. I'm taking my white pen. I believe it's Jelly Roll. I have to check it again. And I'm going to put my marks where I put my marks. So I mark the page. So I couldn't find my ruler, so I'm using this that I found on my desk. It has a sort of straightish edge and it's kind of hard, so I'm using it. Use what you have, guys. Use what you have. So I put marks where the squares were because I wanted lines to show up underneath. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out here where I have my squares, because at this point I can't remember what design I had on the page, which is pretty sad because it looks so good the way that it was. So I was only gonna do the vertical lines, and then I decided it was looking a bit scant, sparse, yeah, one of those. So I decided to do some horizontal lines as well. Yes, and I like what I've done, and now I'm gonna put back my paper the way I thought I had it. place. Picking out different colors now, different pattern ones. And right there, I lost my original design. Right there. So I'm trying to figure out what to do, and it moved. And I said, you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna stick it down. I'm using my wonderful Tacky glue again. Good job, Elmer's. I was just trying to get the right angle. Why is that the right angle? Just because it's not exactly the same as the other one. That's the only reason it's right. So I'm taking my paint acrylic pen now, and I'm adding more white, putting in some splatters, because I found I had no plan at the time, but that was not enough. So I found the dots were too harsh, so I decided to spread it out with a little tool I have on my desk. And then I actually like those lines, so it encouraged me to do a little border around the page. I was like, hey, I like these lines, they look good. I want to put some more lines. So I put my border in, and I thought I was done. And then I said, no, I think the page needs some more. So I decided to border the squares. So I'm trying to get it kind of scratchy looking. So I'm using the edge of the marker to scratch the lines around my squares. And I hesitated because I wasn't sure if I should do it around all, because you know, once it's done, it cannot be undone. So I decided I want some black lines too, because the white didn't seem to do enough, and that's when I was pleased with the page. So this is my prompt. Well, little bit of design. It's her prompt. It's a November art challenge, and this prompt is called Square. So I encourage you to take the challenge, and it doesn't have to be an art page. It could be, you know, you write in a square shape, or, you know, give yourself a little challenge and take part, and even send pictures. It would be lovely to see what you'll create and what you'll think up, and I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you all again for the other prompts to come. Bye!